Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Marvel 2025 set review. Today we are looking at the brand new Infinity Saga set number 76323. This is the Avengers Endgame Final Battle set. It has 621 pieces, retailing for $99.99 USD or $129.99 Canadian. It will be releasing on May the 1st, but I found this in a store here early, and I can't say that I'm excited. I'm intrigued to build this. This is probably the most hated Marvel set that I can think of in a very, very, very long time. And at a surface level, rightfully so, especially when it comes to just some of the decisions here. The price of this, it is crazy. But I'm excited for a couple things, like the new Iron Spider figure, as well as you're getting, some other characters in here that we have been wanting for a bit, like that Ant-Man figure, and some interesting decisions here and there that we'll go over, of course. So let's go ahead and review, I think, probably, our fourth or fifth Endgame Final Battle set. Here is everything built. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I actually really love the build, and I'm excited to walk you through that because there's some stuff I didn't even realize was here because I was just so frustrated with these figures up here in the front, which we'll of course talk about, but you'll hear my thoughts at the end. But this could have been one of the most epic LEGO sets of all time, but it is not. But anyways, there are time codes, chapters down below if you want to hop around to just the figures, the mech, whatever you want. All right, here's the Ant-Man mech, and I like that it's here, to be honest. I think it's better than getting another buildable character that we've already got in another set, and that was a set on its own. We've never gotten an Ant-Man mech, and this is our first time here. And I also just like the idea of them appearing in sets, sort of like what we had back in the day with the Spider-Man jet that came with the Venom mech, that Spider-Man Noir set. But anyways, you can, of course, put a minifigure inside. And the front torso there, that is actually a sticker. And there's a couple stickers here, like the Nexo Knight shield here on the hand. And they're the same colors because of the fact that Falcon's in the set. So they're able to cheat and combine the two here. But yeah, that's the same sticker on both sides, despite them having like a different, in terms of the orientation. Like there's a thick, then thin. You've got thick, then thin. So maybe it shouldn't be that way. But regardless, the belt looks pretty good there too. I like the little ingots going around. The arms, you can fully articulate them and move them around 360 at the shoulders. I like the curves there around there for making the shoulders bulky. The dark red ingots look good, but of course we're using the Evo arms from Ninjago, so you cannot bend the arms there. They are stuck in this position. You've got the mech fingers here as well in black. Over here on this side, it's the exact same thing, just reflected here. And the legs look pretty good there too. I like how they've got these sloped pieces there and how they actually go really close to the belt. And again, some more ingots and everything here. You've got this little piece covering up, I guess, also representing the kneecap there. And then what's interesting is the feet. You can, of course, spin around 360, but this is different. We've got little plates there, like an actual plate for food. I think that was introduced in a Harry Potter series for a teacup, but that's what they've chosen to put underneath on the bottom of the feet. So, I don't know. I like this mech. All right. Here's the build, and it's not just a gray base plate, as some people are calling it. This is not the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader set. This is a lot more detailed, and there's some really great curves and angles here. But what I didn't realize as well is that it's actually fully customizable, which is so cool here. So I'm going to show you that. You can remove all these different elements here, completely just detach them, remove all the portals, and then over here on the back, we're going to jump ahead a little bit, but you can actually detach this back portal here, and you can move it over here to this side if you wanted to as well. There's quite a lot that you can do to customize this. So you could take this portal that's designed for Strange, and you could put it over there. If you want to have the Avengers logo right next to the portal, you could put that there. If you want to have a big portal there, like they're all at different heights, and I just think that is a lot of fun. This front section here too specifically is able to be detached so that you can have its own little display fight as well. So we're going to start and look at this. Now, this is actually
really cool. I like that you could separate this, sort of have your own little moment here off to the side. Now you can separate this here, and I want to show you because you've got the red underneath. And when you attach these plates on top, which has a connection point there, and there, it creates a great angle, but also you've got a little bit of red shining through. So I think that's really cool. I like the rock work and the colors all throughout this set with the reddish brown, dark tans, the dark grays, and there are some light grays here and there. You do have some flame pieces very similar to what the Civil War airport battle had. Now over here, there's actually two things that I need to show you. You, of course, have one thing, which is a play feature to actually launch open that rock, and there's nothing inside. Unfortunately, it would have been cool if they snuck something there. Now, to set up the display, because you've got this piece over here, but you're actually meant to take Iron Man, attach him to that piece. You take Thanos and attach his feet to those two dark tan tiles that are exposed, and then you've also got two studs specifically designed for you to take figures here and place them around. The Chitauri is technically a part of this build here as well, so I like that this is its own side little diorama. I really wish Thor was included in this set so that you could have the Trinity fighting off against Thanos here. I think would have made this set that much more epic and exciting. All right, so starting things off, we'll go left to right here. We've got this little Avengers brick-built logo. It's not as bad as I originally thought. I think that they've definitely done better builds for this, though, and I think that's why I'm a little disappointed. But you can angle it and curve it here and move it different ways. I get why it's here to add a little bit of something, some iconography here for an Avengers symbol here for display set. It is in the background, of course, so in the actual scene, so I don't mind that. Now, what's really cool are these little mini portals. I love these pieces here in trans orange. They look great, like the portal is actually just opening. Also, again, some of the flames here continuing through here. I like all the rubble throughout this. I think they did a great job representing that here. Just a lot of the different designs and tile work that they've got going on. Again, the color scheme. Now, just coming here to the back, because this is the moment that I'm like, oh, this build is actually really good. I didn't even notice this build when we were looking at it because I was so angry with the figures and everything, and I didn't see that they have this incredible build for the portal coming out of the ground, sort of, it looks like, with T'Challa stepping through there. That is so cool how they have designed that. I am blown away by that. That's 3 of those curved tiles to create that portal. That is the best part of this set. Continuing over here, we've got this portal here. It's the one that's second closest to the ground, and it's actually meant for Doctor Strange, so you can put him on that transparent piece and actually lower him and raise him there. So I think that's a really cool little play feature here, and that they specifically designed this portal for someone that can fly and float. I guess you could put Wanda here as well. Now, continuing through here, again, you've got another little flame there, and these two pieces are specifically there for you to put the Ant-Man mech and attach the feet there. So I think that's cool, and of course you could still have this portal in front of him there, but I like that they, again, like Thanos, thought of that. We do have a little bit of a play feature here. Again, we've got some rubble that can actually break open. This time it's a wall here, and you just push that down, and you've also got this little corner piece there as well that is just easily placed in the corner, and the way you launch that is the exact same way as the other. Now, this big portal here, again, you can detach it and move it around, and it's got this big transparent piece that was introduced from Mario, those same clip pieces from before. Now, some people have speculated that we might get some more sets that expand onto this one. I could see that for sure, because you've got those same clips over here on this side as well. So there is another Endgame set coming out in the summer. Whether or not it is able to connect, we'll have to wait and see. It's interesting. That's actually a big crate, and I don't know if it's meant to be a crate, if it's just supposed to be aesthetic, because it's sort of got like the lines already in there, but I like how they've sort of tried to duplicate the little hole there, but on the inside, there's nothing. I think that could have been a fun spot to include some reference to something here. It just feels like it should have that, right? Now, moving up to look at the rest of the portals here, you could see that we've got a spot here, again, for Scarlet Witch, and you can have her actually lowering and flying down there as well. You've also got a small portal attached down below, which is a little different than this portal here.
This portal here is a little bit different. It's got a superhero stand piece coming out of the base, and then this dark gray plate for you to attach a minifigure to. And this one specifically is meant for Spider-Man. I think maybe they could have included like a web, and then maybe you just attach it to the back of the portal or something. And this top portal is designed specifically for Falcon. Here is the new Iron Man Mark 85. This is actually a brand new minifigure. We will do a comparison for everyone who has older figures in this video, and specifically him, because again, surprisingly, it is a little bit different. I think it looks great, the figure. I really like the accessories here. Using this little piece here, this is a roof tile. It's been a wave for water, but I think that's really smart for the shield. I also really like the blade here that's included for his projection, little nanotech and all that. I think that's fun. I do like the old cylinders for him flying around. Now, the back torso looks pretty great with that torso printing, and you can see the torso for him looks great, the leg printing and everything there too. I believe the helmet is the exact same, but if you lift this up, you can see it's the old head here for him, the heads-up display on one side and this face on the other. I think everyone should be getting some hair to be able to remove their helmets and different things in their heads, so I think this just would have looked better if you had a hairpiece. Maybe you don't like the dark tan. I think that fits for that older version. Also, the printing on the face is off there with the printing on the pupils. All right, so putting them side by side here, you can see we've got the older figure and now the new one in this set. I think the arc reactor looks a lot better with just how they've printed that. It stands out a lot more. Some of the printing in the legs, like they have made a lot of changes down below with the silver there, but there are some fine little details. Like for instance, you could see where they have like the shine for the red. It's just a little bit in the corners versus here, there's a lot of red on that side. And spinning it around here onto the back torso, you could see the differences here too. It looks very similar, but again, just how they've done some of the red highlights is different. And also there's a lot more silver here when you look at the bottom there near the hips. Here is the Captain America figure included, which has a brand new shield print, which, you know what, seeing it in person, I think it's really cool. Obviously, a new piece would have been more ideal, but you wouldn't be able to have some of those jagged edges there for the shield. A transparent piece, maybe, I don't know, but it's still really cool to be getting for the first time here. You, of course, have Mjolnir here as well. Now, the figure, this is where some of the issues come in. We've got this outfit here, which is from Avengers Age of Ultron. It's also doubled as the Civil War one because it is so close to being the same suit, but it is not the Endgame suit. It is so different. It's very frustrating. The helmet, that's fine here, as well as the face underneath with the strap, as well as the smile on the other side. Now, what would have been cool is if they created a new face that's a little bit more scuffed up, dirty, and then you could have his mouth just a little bit open as if he's saying the iconic and classic line of Avengers Assemble. Look at them side by side here. This is from our first ever Infinity Saga wave. The scales on that torso just look so cool, and there's no red above the star. It is just different. And over here on the back, you could see what it looks like here as well. I'm sad that we did not get this figure, and just because I know some people are going to want to see it, this is what the Endgame figure looks like with the cracked shield. And of course, we could use some leg printing and dual molded legs, some arm printing, but still, at least give us the torso. Here is the Black Panther figure. This is just one that it seems Marvel is using just across the board in comic book sets, in Infinity Saga sets. Meanwhile, this isn't the suit from Endgame. It's not the suit from Civil War. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's a great figure. It's very detailed. I like the back torso printing, the back head printing, the head printing on the front with the mask and the eyes and the silver. I like the necklace. The claws are an interesting touch as well. And then they even give you this head here to have the mask removed, which looks great as he's stepping through the portal. There is no back head printing though, which is fine. I think that expression is still perfect. Here's Scarlet Witch. We seem to be going backwards with her. I don't know what's happening. The torso
And the face, these are all from the first Infinity Saga wave as well. So that's stuck around here. I think that hair works well. She's got the red eyes on the other side, this angry expression. The back torso looks great. The torso is perfect. And again, this is from Endgame, so I can't complain about that. But what I can complain about are these pink flames again. Like, look at this from the last Avengers Endgame Final Battle set. It's got the actual fabric pieces back for the hips. She's got actual red powers here. So I don't know why we went back to pink flames and then removed the fabric piece when this still would have been in production. Here's Ant-Man. We have been waiting for a minifigure version of Ant-Man since 2019 was the last time with the first batch of inaccurate Avengers Endgame sets when he was in the Quantum Realm suit. Before then would have been from Ant-Man and the Wasp, but this piece looks great. To have finally this actual outfit here with this piece here, I think is just awesome. I love it. It looks great. I think the printing on the mask looks amazing. And removing it underneath, he's using the young Han Solo face, which I guess is fine. It's better than him using the same face as Spider-Man in the same set, but the torso looks great, and same with the back torso there. I really like the printing there. It looks awesome. It's got an angry expression there as well. No hairpiece included for him, which I think is a bit of a shame. And also would have loved some leg printing. All right, here is the Iron Spider minifigure. Another figure that we have been waiting to get for a really long time. Last time was in the Infinity War wave of sets in the Sanctum, the first Sanctum that we got. Well, I guess the first outside exterior of the Sanctum, but what a figure. I don't know what's up with the arm printing, whether or not there is printing in the bust. I have asked LEGO, I have not heard a response, but I love the mask. The bits of blue around the eyes just add so much here. I think the torso looks great. I like the build for these arms. There's a lot of posability because you've got the sort of skeleton arms and then also those hinges. And I think that looks pretty good here from the back. But removing that here, you could see the back torso printing looks awesome with that symbol there. And it is also coming with dual molded legs. Obviously would have been great to get some printing on the legs. I think this is now one of the first times that an iron suit does not have printing on the legs. Included as well as a head and hair piece here, which I think looks great because of this expression on the other side, like when he's, in the ditch with the gauntlet and he's scared and his hair's all messed up. I think that works quite well here for Peter. All right, now looking at them side by side here, like it looks a lot better. I think the torso with just some of the colors that they've got, like that pearlescent blue, even the mask, like this is just the Homecoming mask thrown onto this. That's like some of the decisions that they've made in this set. But here at least we've got a new mask, which is much more accurate. Would love an insta-kill mask as well someday. The old figure though did have arm printing and leg printing, so I guess you could put that on the new figure, but it doesn't look that good from behind. Just to show you here what they look like with the back torso printing, they're very different here, and this is what it looks like here on the front. I don't know, it's definitely an upgrade in some ways and a downgrade in others. Here is the Doctor Strange minifigure included. I'm not going to bother going over the different things that you could do with the cloak. I mean, how many times have we looked at this? But it's just easy to remove here, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the torso here, isn't this interesting? This is from Multiverse of Madness, which makes no sense, and it's quite maddening. I don't get how they included an outfit. I don't get how they included an outfit from a film after Endgame. That is insane to me. The torso, it's interesting. We've talked about this before, but the legs are actually from an outfit that would be better, and I'll show you that in a second. And they just don't match. See that little bit of dark red and dark brown around the belt? That little circle? It's not supposed to be different colors. I think the accessories here of like opening a portal works well. I love the face. Never change it. You don't need to. You've got the side printing there for the hair. Looks great as well. And of course, on the back, he's got this upset expression and some back torso printing there as well. This is from the Sanctum set from No Way Home, the one that they didn't have access to any of the actual story elements from the movie, just they knew Strange was in it. And it just would work perfectly for a Infinity Saga Strange. Like, if you look at this underneath the cloak, if I remove it, you could see the back torso printing here as well. I don't get why they aren't introducing a Strange like this so that they can do Infinity Saga sets for him and his film. Here is the Falcon minifigure. Boy, LEGO is getting their use out of this figure from the Avengers Tower, but I think it's fine. I think it's a great figure here. The wings just always baffle me. They introduced an incredible perfect piece in the Marvel minifigure series 1 and then just have never used it since. But there's a lot more posability, I guess, in play with this for kids. Again, you've got those stickers here. They're on the same sheet as Ant-Man, so that's why the color scheme and everything is, of course, going to be similar. And you've got Red Wing here on the back, which is just this little triangular tile piece that you can remove and have fly around. And of course, you're able to actually detach the wings there off the back, and you could see the back torso there with the, I guess, the wings there printed. The hair looks great, the face, the torso, and the legs, again, all from the tower. This time you've got 2 stud shooters included, which I find very interesting, and they just shoot out the transparent light blue tiles. Here's the figure from the Airport Civil War diorama from January. This is the new figure. The wings are the exact same designs for the stickers. This has a plate instead of a tile here, like in the new set. And then over here on the back, you could see Red Wing, and the other side of the wings, it's the exact same as the one from this set. So I don't know why they're just not printing these things and reusing them across different sets for the Infinity Saga. Here's a Chitauri minifigure. I'm happy. I'll take another one. I don't mind it. I actually really like this piece here for the blaster there on their arm. I think that works well. Here's the Thanos Big Fig included. It's the same one we've gotten before. I didn't expect anything new. I mean, I'll take a new face on that incredible head that they introduced. But anyways, if you didn't know, you can turn the head now. This has been a thing for Big Figs for a bit. You could also actually remove it here as well if you wanted to, and you could put a minifigure head there. You've also got on the back 4 studs there that allow you to have like figures actually jumping on top and sort of attacking from the back, which I've always liked. You could also make some sort of back, I don't know, armor or something, attach it there. Now, what's interesting is the butter sword included here. It's very small. It's sort of combining ideas from previous swords that Thanos has had. I think the blade piece works well, but it's the hilt here that is interesting. It's got the Monkey Kid hilt here, which, again, this build literally for the sword has been used for a minifigure version of Thanos, but it just had the regular lightsaber hilt. So I think the blades just need to be thicker.
Oh, man. Anyways, everyone, that is my review of the Avengers Endgame Final Battle set. It was... I really feel like that build, it's really much better than I thought. And I think that the figures here, if they had been who they were supposed to be, and in their outfits that they were supposed to be, this could have been one of the most epic LEGO Marvel sets of all time. Because I think this is one of the most epic moments in cinema. This culmination of just all these characters for over a decade here in this would have been just incredible, but instead we've got people from the future, and it just doesn't work. 9 minifigures and a big fig is not going to fix and cover up the issues here that you've got with these figures. But again, very impressed by this build. I'm excited for hopefully expansions in the back there. We'll have to wait and see, but be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so you don't miss out on future LEGO Marvel set news and reviews just like this one. If you want to check out my review of the other 2 display dioramas or previous Avengers Endgame Final Battle sets, I'm just going to make a playlist, put them at the end here. You can check them all out, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.